Alright, we are now live. I'm going to go ahead and just post on Twitter to let everyone know that it is Tuesday afternoon here in Chicago. Hey, how's it going? 0 hex 0961H. This isn't the project I want to open. We actually fixed the worked with ProBuilder and got the we figured out what the issue with that ProBuilder mesh duplicating deleting bug is. Now live. Hey, greetings, Scar. Let me just go ahead and add a GIF to the post. Maybe move this off screen. Tweet was posted. Almost ready. So yeah, the thing with the afternoon streams is that they're more just me working because usually with evening streams it's like, here's a summary of what we've done today, whereas right now I'm still in the middle of the day, so still trying to figure stuff out. But thanks everyone for being here. So I think some of you guys might remember this issue with ProBuilder that I've been talking about, which is you know, we create a cube, we duplicate the cube, we put, so first of all it does that like turn to black thing, which has been annoying. That's just with this current version, we've got that almost fixed. So what happens is when I put all these cubes inside one parent object and then duplicate it a few times, and then if I go and I delete it, what happens is they all disappear, and they are still there, just for some reason the meshes are not showing up. You can do ProBuilder repair, force refresh scene, and but this is sort of a bit of a hindrance to the flow that I like to get in. And this has been going on I noticed it in like a few versions of ProBuilder back, and have been so it's sort of been an issue these last few weeks. It hasn't been too much of an issue because I've been focusing on a few other things, so I haven't been working too much on building new levels. But I knew this was going to be problematic in the coming weeks, and today we finally got it sorted out. Like I was just on I was on Skype with Carl, who's a programmer on ProBuilder. We were just kind of comparing notes and everything, and he was having a really, hey main GI, he was having a really hard time reproducing the bug, and it kind of went back and forth a few times until we realized it had to do with that he was on the source version of ProBuilder and I was on the DLL, and apparently I think like delegate doesn't work quite the same in DLL as it does in source, which is the source of that problem. So Carl, he's got a new fix for it. He's working on it now, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, so that's going to be fixed, which I'm very, very happy about. So let's jump back into. I don't know if David's anything. Oh, okay. David has implemented a undo redo for. Let's grab the latest version and we will check out the resolve accept source. Hey, 8-bit Kiko Man, it's Ollie. By the way, guys, it's 8-bit Kiko Man. That's my friend Olivier, and he is the one that told me about Twitch and got me to start doing it. So you guys should all thank him. Yeah, we went and got ramen about like 3-4 months ago, and he was like, "Dude, it's all about Twitch, Twitch." And I was like, "I thought Twitch was just for playing games," but. And now here we are. We've been streaming every weekday for 2.5 months, and then I will be heading out to TwitchCon, and that's all. I guess I have Olivier to blame. So let's check out the runtime level editor. Okay, where are you, runtime level editor? Right, so David's added a few new things that I wanted to go over. So I'm gonna get some coffee. Okay, so anyway, here is our level editor, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and disable this stuff. So this is the design that I'm thinking of at the moment. So we have our file help. These panels are collapsible. This is the hierarchy, and this is where prefabs would go. And then you can choose different shapes. There's windows, duplicate, delete. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually disable these right now and reset the ones that David set up. So he's added undo redo, and then I also need to I need to get the website set up. So yeah, so a few things we talked about. One of the issues we still have with this gizmo is that it is the gizmo it scales with distance, which is actually not something that we want, because we still, even when you're far away, you still want this gizmo the same size, since it's actually a UI element. Yeah, see, like right now this is too big, and here it's too small. But you can also switch into geometry mode, which lets you select the faces. So when we do the face select, we're going to have this whole thing, and we're actually going to get, when you're in face select, when you're in geometry mode, we're actually going to get rid of this gizmo so that it only shows up in top level, because it doesn't make sense to have it appear inside geometry mode. But and anyway, yeah, big announcement tomorrow. Check out the PlayStation blog in the morning, And also watch for a new trailer. We're gonna have lots of new stuff, and the Twitch page, I'm gonna redesign it as well. So yeah, everything down here is going to be, everything below, that's all gonna look different. It's gonna look a lot better. So he said, wait a minute. He said undo is... Okay. That's not right. Let me just check and make sure I do in fact have the latest version of this. Because he told me undo is working. Runtime level editor. I do have the latest build. That's weird. Hey, Ed Riofer. Yeah, this is a good place to hang out. It's so boring you just might fall asleep. Just kidding. Glad yeah, it's been a while. So yeah, so one problem right now is you can select both, which, so you can see it causes this problem, which is not what we want. So we're going to disable it so that you can't select two faces simultaneously. Cube A1 has a level editor. Interesting. Okay, let me just try this. Alright, we're gonna stop making fun of Cube A1 here. Not that I ever participated in those jokes, but I know how some of you people in the chat feel about Cube A1, but you know, they are devs that also work very hard on their game, and while it may not be your thing, we should give them respect as fellow indie game developers, and not make them the subject of our jokes. Yeah. Yes, this level editor, I am hoping that it is in the game because I want you all to be able to make stuff and create all the play with all the cool effects. So the problem right now is I'm trying to. I thought David told me undo redo works, but I guess not. Huh, interesting. Let me just ask him a question. Hey, Amber's Arcade, you are here. Let me just ask. I'm just asking David if that's actually the Thordor A. Game integrated. I want it to be, well, so one issue with this level editor is that it's going to be keyboard and mouse only. We're not going to have it, it's just way too complicated to get it set up working with the PlayStation 4 controller. But that's a bit of a bummer because I do want, but the thing is I don't think people actually would want to use this on the PS4 because it's like, I mean, it is sort of like a work software, a 3D modeling software, so, and using keyboard mouse for it is so much easier to use than PlayStation 4. So I was wondering if maybe we should do like a standalone version that's free if you have a PlayStation 4 version, but that gets a bit annoying, so oh, you know what? It's because so David told me it's just. He says it's just Z. Oh, it's just Z. Z. Oh. Okay, so part of the problem that we have here is yeah, well, the Vita, you're still limited to using this controller, which just is not fun for typing. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so some of the confusion that happens with this is that we have to use different controls when we are running the game from inside the Unity editor versus when it's standalone, because some of the shortcut keys Unity is using it. So like for example, undo, obviously in the standalone it's going to be Control Z just because that's undo everywhere else, but inside the editor, I believe Unity is actually using Control Z for their own undo, so we have to use Z. But you can see it's working now. I wonder how much. I think it only does. Oh, wow! I wonder how many of it keeps. Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z. Oh wow, that's amazing. Undo redo. Wow, yeah, that's actually a lot. So yeah, you can see there's like some problems with the this material face mesh having a bunch of problems. Yeah, this thing really needs to, we really need to have that be the same. So yep, we also have parenting. That's all good. So this is going to be David's last week working on this level editor, because it is sufficient right now for the purpose of some of the architecture workshops that I'll be doing in the coming weeks. But it's sort of not. Oh, so this is the problem. So I noticed, like, in some of the times when we go into play, we'll see the yellow line. Like right here, you can see the yellow outline. As it turns out, it's because I have that selected. So that's obviously that's not where we're gonna have to fix that. The other things that I want to work on is right now the woe wrap setting. When we have the offsets, I really have no idea what any of these numbers do. Like, even when I do offsets, I can't make the adjustments with just a number alone. I have to see the entire scene duplicated and then kind of make adjustments and see if things line up correctly. So since that is so we need to eventually get that in. But this is going to be David's last week working on the level editor, because I mean this is certainly, you know, we want to ship this with the game, and it's important, and it's got to work great, but it's sort of not the most pressing thing at the moment. We have to remember that ultimately we still want the actual game. We're not making a 3D modeling tool. The game is still the focus. So, so yeah, I think, but it's got a lot of the stuff already. So we're gonna kind of just take a break from it. I might continue kind of working on UI, getting everything laid out, and then once that is done. But yeah, basically tomorrow I'm gonna have David start looking at water, and we're gonna get back into optimizing the actual game. Hey, La Travis is here. Yeah. For those of you that are just joining us, big announcement tomorrow. New name, new website, new trailer. I'm very, very happy about the trailer. I edited it myself this time, and very happy with it. I think you guys are all going to dig it. Alright, let's check out some of the new pushes that Chris just made. All right, so we have so the Pro Builder problem that's almost done. That's almost going to get solved, which is good. The we still have optimization issues with this scene. Okay, we've switched back into using scaling for the trees. There were just the clipping was causing too many problems to get it to look right, and we'll eventually come back to it. But the tree growing is sort of the fuck. Okay. Hey, Nucles. Sure. What's the issue? Frame rate now seems to be a lot better. I'm not sure what's going on. Where is the water? Let's see, a coroutine and start that. Maybe I just don't have any of the water on. The fuck? Jesus. I have a coroutine and start that updates coordinates of a thing and a method that takes input and update. How do I either cap input to press a button and ignore input until move? I'm not sure what you mean by press a button and ignore input until move. If you want to remember the last thing that was pressed, you can just always put like a previous press thing, and then every time you press, you put it to that, and then you would call from that. So that's the second part. The first part, that just seems like I'm not 100% sure from the logic. That's more just a logic thing. I'm not 100% sure from your description what's happening there. Why is the water not generating? Oh man. Okay, maybe instead of using the coroutine, just put everything in the update for now. Man. fucking god. Every time there's changes, this whole thing gets fucked up. Fuck! Oh, I see. Right. Oh, Snake in 3D. I don't understand why every time, like, there's a fucking adjustment to the trees, I gotta go back and, like, redo it, all of them? Alright, well... I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. Fucking fuck, man! It's like every time there are these changes, I gotta... All the trees are... They're like position shifts, and then I gotta go back and readjust all of them. Man. Why is the water not generating? Right, we're gonna put the player exactly here, where man, Unity can be really, really frustrating to work with. Yeah, so I think what happened here is because, like, I had all the Like, that used to be the center of the tree, and now that they've all got moved to prefabs, they all got moved to the base. It's like I have to go back and readjust each one of them. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I don't... What the hell? Alright, see ya, Nukos. I hope that solved it for you. Alright, yes. I'll see you, Ollie. Yeah, game development, which is just a frustrating venture, and me getting angry. Man. But we are going to switch to the source version of ProBuilder from now on, instead of using DLL. My game is never going to get done, oh my god. We also need a tree generator. We need a tree generator. Yes, the marketing and advertising episode, also known as the bug-free episode. Bug-free to the press. Oh, man. Le Coleman Le Monde. No idea what that means. I mean, I think it means like the butt of the world. I don't mean. What is that? The taken butt of the world? Yeah, I mean it's not so much like it's a weird bug, it's just the way it does things is like not exactly how I want to set it up. Like, I don't understand why the trees are always pointing in different direction now. Oh, because I was in local. I also have no idea how to move the pivot point. Okay, so it seems like you can move the pivot point. The pivot point is different from the center point. And I think actually I can do it here from ProBuilder. Believe there is a way to change the pivot point. Set pivot. See, except I always thought Oh, never mind, because we've removed. These are no longer pro builder objects since we've removed it. What? Ah, it has to be adjusted. Yeah, interesting. All right. Well, speaking of youngsters, I just saw that Snapchat is valued at $10 billion. Apparently, it also has no revenue model, which is amazing. Why am I working on this when I could be making the next social media platform for tweens and become a billionaire in the process? Tell me. What? No way, Ed Riofer. It's all about the social media. Nobody cares about the game. Bit on the harsh side. Maybe I should take away his moderator privileges. This chat is getting out of control. Alright, I don't know why I can't get that to line up. I think we need more positive energy in the chat, guys. So that other people feel welcome here too. But yeah, we need to allow for all sorts of conversation here, and we need to be respectful in the chat, especially the mods. Do you like 961H's suggestion of a cool cat? Be nice if Pro Builder went on sale. It does go on sale sometimes. But yeah, anyway, tomorrow we're gonna have the new name. We're gonna have the new name tomorrow, and I think I might end the stream a little earlier today. I need to talk to Chris about a few things, but we will have the announcement tomorrow, and then yeah, it's a new name, and also we need to make sure that the chat is very. We need to keep the chat pretty respectful, definitely in the future. No lots of positive energy. No harsh comments, because we want this to be welcoming to everybody, even if they're just coming in here and are new to the stream. So keep that in mind. I know we are all jokesters here, but I think the problem is sometimes on the internet things can be a little bit hard to it can actually be a little bit hard to tell that, so especially the mods, because you guys are all you know, representing the vibe of the chat. So anyway, I'm gonna end the stream a little early today, so to check in with Chris. But yeah, big news tomorrow, so I will need all your help in sharing the news, retweeting about it, getting the word out. So huge thanks in advance, and I will talk to Chris now. So I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I don't think sarcasm works very well in the chat. We're gonna have to not use sarcasm, or you gotta do the smiley face with it after. But yeah, that's one thing I might be a little bit concerned with, is if we have too many inside jokes. Not that they're not good, but I do want this to be a really positive stream where everybody feels welcome to talk about. I don't actually know what. Yeah, I guess we can do that if you are sarcastic. But yeah, I want everyone to feel like they're welcome here, and this is a safe space to talk about game development and puzzle design. So yeah. Because yeah, sometimes I get a bit of a harsh vibe from the chat. But anyway, I'm gonna end the stream now and go back to work.